Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a full face using only one brand, and you may already know which brand it is by the title of my video. So yes, I'm going to be using all Tarte products. So let's get started. I'm going to start off by doing my eyebrows, and this video is going to be a little bit tricky doing them because I have not threaded them yet. I'm hoping they come out good. So let's get started. I'm going to be using this Amazonian Clay waterproof brow pencil in the color Rich Brown, and this is what it looks like. The good thing about this eyebrow pencil is that it has a spoolie. What I like about this eyebrow pencil so far is that it's retractable, which is good. That way you don't have to like sharpen it all the time or carry a sharpener with you. It's just easier to use. Okay, so now that I filled in my brows, I'm going to carve them out and clean a little bit on the bottom. And I'm going to be using this Maracuja creaseless concealer in the shade Tan, which looks like this. This is what the concealer looks like. It's super thick, which is good. Unless you have dry skin, the concealer might not be that great for you. But for right now, I'm going to test it out under my brows. So once I test it out under my eyes, then I'll let you know how good it is. So now that I'm done with my eyebrows, we can move on to our eyes. You already know I like to do my eyes before my foundation. So in today's video, I'm going to be using my Rainforest of the Sea eyeshadow palette, which I received in my BoxyCharm box. After carving my eyebrows, I noticed that the concealer, it's thick, but it's very creamy and it's not drying. So that's what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like a little bit drying. It has a great consistency. I like the fact that it's thick. It has a fuller coverage when it's thicker. But it says that it's creaseless, but it is creasing on my eyelids. I'm going to set my lids with this color right here, and it doesn't have fallout. That's amazing. Wow. I'm not liking this color on my lids. Like, I don't like this color to set my lids, so I'm just gonna take the setting powder instead. I think it was just the eyeshadow. It doesn't match well with the concealer. I guess because the concealer is so creamy and the eyeshadow, I don't know, it's just, since it's not that powdery, maybe that's why it's not working well. I didn't want to have to go into a different palette in order for me to use this one, but the thing is that all these eyeshadows, they have a little bit of shimmer in them, and I don't want to use shimmer on my crease. So I'm gonna have to go back into my Tarteist Pro palette to use transition shades. Now that this eyeshadow palette has given me a hard time, let's move on to the face. I'll be using this mattifying primer. It's supposed to hide away the pores. Let's see if that's true. This is what the primer looks like. Looks the same as the Smashbox one, and this is a silicone primer. It feels the same way. Okay, so for foundation, I'm going to be using this Double Duty Beauty Hybrid Gel Foundation, which looks like this. And it's in the color Tan Sand. So one thing I don't like about this, I mean, I've never used this foundation, but just as a first impression, the first thing that I noticed is that I know that it brings a brush with like a little spatula on it kind of thing, but what if you don't have that? You know, then you might have to like stick your finger in there, and that's like not sanitary. So I kind of don't like that. So for concealer, I'm going to be using the same one I was using earlier, which is the Maracuja Creaseless Concealer in the shade Tan. And now to set under my eyes and the rest of my face, I'm going to be using the same powder, which is the, obviously, Tarte. It is the Smooth Operator. To bronze up my face, I'm going to be using this Amazonian Clay Waterproof Bronzer in the shade Park Avenue Princess, which looks like this. And for blush, I'm going to be using this Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Party. For highlighter, I'm going to be using this Amazonian Clay highlighter in the shade Exposed. So to finish this look, I'm not going to do anything crazy. I'm just going back into this palette, and I'm going to be using this color and just applying it under my lashes. For my inner corners, I'm going to be taking this white right here from the Rainforest of the Sea palette. I'm going to line my top lashes using this Tarteist Pro Clay Paint Liner, which I use in all my videos. On my waterline, I'm going to be using this Fake Awake Eye Highlighter. Now for mascara, I'm going to be using this Maneater mascara in the shade Black. Lipstick, I'm going to be using this Quick Dry Lip Paint in the shade Vibin'. To set everything, I'm going to be using this Ready Set Radiant Mist. So I quickly wanted to talk about a few of the products that I tried right now, and let's start by the clay paint liner. You already know I love this liner. I use it in almost every tutorial, and it's the best eyeliner that I have used. Oops. It's the best eyeliner that I have used so far. The only bad thing about this is the packaging. So this is the second time that I repurchased, and the first time this packaging broke right around here. So basically at the front, right? Once you close it. And now I noticed that it broke the same way but in the back. So it's broken here, which makes me waste the product. So for something to be like $24, I believe this is, you know, I want it to last. I don't want it to finish quickly, not even because I'm using it, but because it's like wasting on its own. So for that, like, that's the only bad thing I have to say about this. It's just the packaging. Tarte needs to change it up. As you can see, I got it on my finger because it's broken. So but yeah, otherwise this packaging, well, just the product, the whole thing itself would be great. It's just the packaging, it should change a little. So the next thing I want to talk about is this Fake Awake Eye Highlighter. It works amazing. Let me just swatch it so you guys can see. You see? This is basically the same thing as wearing white eyeliner on your waterline, but this doesn't have that strong white color. It simply gives your waterline that natural color, and it removes the redness. I really like this, and it goes on very creamy, very nice and smooth. So the other product that I wanted to quickly mention was this Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. So when I first tried it, I thought it was going to be too thick, and I didn't think it was going to work, but it's actually pretty good. It's very hydrating, and if you have, at first I said that it wouldn't work if you have dry skin, but since this is very hydrating, I think it would be really good. And it blends out really nice. It doesn't look cakey, and overall I don't have anything bad to say about this concealer. It's really good. I like it. And last, I just wanted to mention the eyeshadow palette. This is the Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2. So of course I was so excited to use this, but honestly I did not like it. These eyeshadows are too creamy. At first, when I dipped my brush into one of the colors, I was like, oh, this is great, it doesn't have any fallout, that's amazing. But then I realized the reason why it doesn't have fallout is because it's very creamy. The texture feels the same as the ColourPop eyeshadows, which I do like those, but it's just that these, like, how am I supposed to put this all over my lid or just like try to blend it out if it's like so creamy? I would understand this color, this one, even this one, to apply with your fingers is fine, but I don't know, it doesn't convince me. I'm gonna keep trying it out, but for now I don't like it. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you like it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.